Wow, Happy, that was amazing. I thought the whole no more skinny cam bullshit was just a saying. I guess not.
Honey, I'm home.
Quick, Happy, hide.
Hey, babe.
Hi, honey. How's work?
It was good. Why are you still in bed?
I'm just reading.
With a happy dad?
I mean, it's Friday, right?
Yeah, you're right. Thank God, honestly. We still doing dinner later?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. I'm starving. Babe, where'd you get this pallet of Happy Dad? These aren't even bad. 100 calories, 2 grams of carbs? It's almost like cheating. I could see why you like these.
Timbo slice, it's good fam. How are you?
That's fire. You're already leaning up, bro.
I know, a little bit. I'm trying. Hot mic, Sugar Show, Dr. Timbo in the house. Fight week, Boston.
Yep.
I guess this will go up probably. We're gonna try for Thursday morning.
Okay.
2 days before the fight. How you boys feeling?
We're here, baby. It's fight week, title fight. It's crazy. It just I keep getting asked, like, does this feel like a bigger fight? But it just literally feels like another fight. What do you think?
Yeah, it's the only thing different. We just started so far out.
Yeah.
It seemed like
Holy
such
fuck.
a long fight camp.
You guys have been dialed.
Yeah, I was sparring. I usually spar about 8 weeks out. I was sparring 15 weeks out from this fight just because we knew that I had, like, we knew when the date was. It was further out than we usually do. So, but yeah, we've been dialed.
I think I remember the difference after Abu Dhabi. Like, it was obviously a tough fight. So
Yeah.
there was no, like, in your previous fights, it was more like of a post-fight, always little bendy Magooski
Oh,
or
yeah.
something. But even Abu Dhabi, you were chilling, and then
I knew how to get back to work.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna fight the winner of Henry or Aljo.
it's like a mild send in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, we had
But
a
then,
good
like,
send.
we even tried to, like, be a bit of a bad influence. We're like, yo, like, we're trying to get you to come out, and you're like, nah, bro, like, I got to go to Tijuana. I got to do some rehab,
fucking
just kind of
yeah.
recover and fucking get back at it. So
Yeah, we're,
you
we're
guys
due
have
for a
been
good
dialed.
bendy. We're
Wait,
due for a good
you went to
bendy.
Tijuana for a rehab?
No, we did stem cells.
probably
after.
like a multi-purpose trip. I feel
Yeah,
like, but
yeah. Went to Tijuana. We traveled down to Hong Kong, over there in China.
like, you could get rehab done a lot of places.
Yeah.
Tijuana is obviously.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're due for a good bendy after this one. But also, I want to fight in December. You know, I want to fight in December in Vegas. That's kind of, I want to fucking stay dialed and to bust this shit out while I can, while I'm young, while I'm healthy.
No, that's good. I mean, and us too, we obviously do our thing, but we obviously I'd never try to be like a fucking, I want you to be the best you guys could
Yeah,
possibly be.
you guys are
and,
always
like,
good about that. You
know
guys
what I
know
mean?
that I need to fucking dial in and focus up.
What do you think, like, when did that kind of, like, click for you to stop?
The
kind
higher
of-
competition, just
Yeah.
like, all right. Well, I never, I mean, when I did see you guys, I was going hard, but that was just such a rare, like, it's not like I would do that. I would go hard with you guys, and then for the most part, we don't really party. So when you guys did see me, it kind of almost seemed like that I partied more than I did, but it was just because every time I was with you guys, I partied. But we've never really ever had an issue with, like, all right, we need to pull it back. Like, there was a time after
Never in the past, even?
what do you think? Never really.
A lot of the good times we have are just in the training room.
Yeah.
Just fucking around, having a good time, training hard, being competitive. Like, that's where we have a lot of our fun.
Yeah, I never felt like I was like, fuck, I gotta dial it back a little bit. I feel like we've always had I always knew the goal. I always knew the main goal was fucking, you know, to get to this spot. But yeah, so I never really feel like we had an issue with it. Definitely dialed it back though, even a little bit more.
Like, you have to, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it makes sense to me.
The problem is, too, is when you do it like that, when you're not actively partying, the one time you do, you go crazy.
Oh yeah,
That's like for all of us.
yeah. I definitely
Because we've
you go
toned it back,
crazy.
too.
You go crazy every night, regardless.
No, I'm kind of rebranding.
even
I am.
Steiny's going through the rebrand.
rebrand.
Gym focused,
Damn.
motivational shit.
Switch to sniffing salts instead of Zach.
I could see this motherfucker being like a Joel Osteen, like a motivational speaker, like just switching it up.
Running a church.
You guys don't,
Rebranded.
you don't do it like watch any motivational shit like David Goggins to get you fired up.
Early on, when he was like 18, 19, we'd read a lot of like sports performance books, and it was a lot like that.
We'd read books, but for the motivational stuff, I don't know. I feel like I'm fighting fucking Aljamain Sterling. Like, if I don't have motivation, I'm fucked. I feel like it's naturally there. You know, I'm not world champ yet, even though it looks like I am compared to a lot of these guys. But yeah, I'm not running low on motivation.
Tim, you say he's the best bantamweight of all time. So how did you guys like prepare for Sterling?
This one's been.
What'd you guys focus on most?
Honestly, this one's been a little bit more stressful because if it's anyone who's going to go out there and their game plans to strike with him, then it's like not as stressful because he's so fucking good. But like when someone's pure goal and they're an expert at grappling and they're an expert at jiu-jitsu and they're so funky on their feet and they're really strong, it's a fucking tough fight. Tough fight. If anyone can do it though, Shug can do it.
When was the last fight? How long ago was that?
October, 8 months about.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How different is it? Are you more excited to fight because last time you fought in Abu Dhabi?
Dude, I feel like I fought like a couple months ago. It doesn't not feel like it's been that long. But we got pretty much got back to work, just kept training, but it does not feel like it's been that long. It's actually wild to think.
Does that make a huge difference for you though? Like fighting in Abu Dhabi as opposed to fighting here?
We were there in Abu Dhabi for like 3 weeks before the fight. Obviously the time change and everything, which I think was huge that we did that.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was huge. But I never fought in Boston. My first 10 UFC fights were in Vegas. Like I would Vegas. So this is all a little bit different, but it's fight week. It feels the same.
It felt like against Peter it was like an away game kind of though.
It did. Yeah, that was the first time I
definitely was.
definitely felt like, you know, it was a little looking out in the crowd, being in the octagon, looking out in the crowd, seeing all the guys in their white suits. That shit was a trip.
How like taxing and tough was that fight? I just watched it back, I think like 2 days ago again, and it was just a fucking war.
Yeah, dude, I gave literally every fucking thing I had to you know, in that fight. I left it all on the line. But that's what you got to do with these guys. Like that's what I feel like I have to do against Aljo. Like you gotta prepare to go there, at the top. Every single fight from here on out. Like that's how my fights. I have to imagine them going.
Yeah. He fought Peter twice, didn't he?
Aljo,
Yeah. So do you guys watch that? Like watch when he fought Peter and compare it to your fight?
Yeah, watched him quite a few times. The first
Maybe
fight,
once or twice, eh?
Peter beat his ass so bad, like everywhere,
He got
every
disqualified,
single
right?
round. Then he got disqualified. But it's crazy because Peter's like scary because if Peter finishes you, he's gonna knock you the fuck out. He's gonna cut you. He's gonna knee you. He's gonna elbow you. He's gonna batter your face. Like if Aljo beats you, it's like he's probably gonna rear naked choke you.
Yeah, Peter's scary. It's Aljo's style's harder for me for sure than Peter. But Peter's like a scarier dude.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd fuck Peter up though, Steiny.
No fucking
Just like your
way.
style.
That guy's scary as fuck. I'm kind of feisty like that.
I feel like you.
I saw you tune up manager Drew.
Yeah, that's true.
I was lit that day
yeah,
too.
shit.
That wasn't even a sober bout.
that was after the Vegas fight, right?
Yeah, that was funny.
You know, I don't really do that shit. Like when you guys come around, everyone wants to fight once we start drinking.
This
I'm not-
fucker is
you
influences
instigate
fight.
that shit,
He
bro.
instigates
Yeah.
it big time. He loves
I think
that
it's
shit.
good for people. Just
It
get
is
a-
good for
get a little
people.
squabble here and there.
Get their heart rate up.
You
That's
guys
good.
been turning it up in the gym.
I've been trying to, bro. I've been in and out of the gym for so long, and I just kind of decided, like, I'm like, I really just want to stop doing like a month on, like 2 weeks off.
So it's
I
a
just feel so
lifestyle.
good when I'm like,
It's gotta be a light.
Dialed.
It can't be like a diet where I'm gonna do it for 6 weeks. It's gotta be like I fucking work out at least once a day. I work out 5 times a week, not just.
and that's
this
what I'll do. I'll
month.
do like 6 days a week, and I'll do it for like 6 weeks, and I'll make gains, and then I'll kind of look in the mirror, get comfortable, and then I'll be like, fuck, I want to go out and like,
Celebrate.
celebrate a little bit, wheel some chicks,
Oh.
and then you just kind of lose it, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh, you
But no,
definitely
I
lose
want to do it. I'm trying to do it in like 3 months. So I'm just going to 6 days a week, try to stick to like one send a week. Because we
Yeah,
still got
that's
Happy
good.
Dad shit, which is like
Yeah.
kind of the difference with us.
Shit's fun
is
too.
we own an alcohol.
Like every time
brand.
I've done Happy Dad shit with you guys, I'm like, God, that was so much fun. I could see how like it's just like you look forward to it. You could do that shit every week.
Yeah.
Easy.
And it's just part of the job. Like I
Yeah.
have to pull up to bars. I have to show love to accounts that But it's
Yeah.
just all about balance, you know, too. And
100%.
It'd be cool if you guys had like some mats at the Happy Dad headquarters and did a little jujitsu private with all you guys once a week or something.
I'm down.
That'd
Would
be
be
fire.
sweet.
I mean, I'm not really a fighter, bro.
I've
Jiu-jitsu,
seen
you
you
don't
scrap.
well, jiu-jitsu, you don't have to be a fighter. Jiu-jitsu can be, it's like a fun sport. Use your mind, your body. It doesn't have to be like a
I was
fight
supposed to-
physically. You're not going to get a black eye.
I was supposed to spar with Danis. We did him, what, 2 days ago?
I watched that
Yeah.
whole episode.
Yeah, I was
John
supposed to
sent it
spar
to
with
me.
him. He didn't show. So
You know,
Dick-
showed?
Dude,
No,
he's
I
not
know
showing up to that Logan fight.
See, I kept saying that. Then you hear him on the pod.
he showed you love on there.
But it sounds like he's confident. It sounds like he's gonna show. The last time he didn't show, it sounded like he had a bunch of reasons. Could call him excuses. I don't know. But this fight,
But me
seems-
too. I will be surprised if he shows up.
Yeah.
Or if it
100%.
just happens. I feel like something's gonna happen to where
He did say Logan's gonna keep competing in WWE up until the match. So that shit's dangerous as fuck.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
motherfucker is
But
ruthless.
who was
though.
threatening to pull it if he keeps posting about Logan's girlfriend?
It sounded like DAZN or Logan's team or someone.
And then he
The way-
rattled off 10 posts right after that.
the way he was saying it was that Logan was trying to pull it, or someone was, someone on that end, or was trying to. What do you think about that? Do you think there's no rules when it comes to trash talking, or do you think that?
Personally, I don't want to bring anyone's family into it. I remember having that thought, like, okay, I don't want to bring anyone's family into it. I remember I posted a video of Snoop Dogg yelling, "Oh, Malley," like a bunch when I fought Cheeto, and I saying this was like Cheeto's girlfriend or something like that, or Cheeto's mom, something like that. And I'm like, God, that didn't feel good. That didn't feel right. So I decided like I'm not gonna make it personal or family. Personal different with that individual, but I don't want to bring anyone's family into it. No one's mom, unless they're hot. No one's sister, unless they're hot. No one's girl.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of fire when they do, though. Like
it is.
Connor.
I
But
mean,
Logan's girl, like, she is attractive, so like it's
He
not
said-
like,
he straight
that's
up-
kind of why he's doing it, right? Like,
he straight up said she looks like a man and she's transitioning. Dillon said he thought she was a guy.
yeah.
That's cap.
Dillon posted a photo with her too, right?
Was that real?
Realistically, I know Dillon, I love you, but like he probably tried to riz her and struck out, Like,
Was he a bigger guy than you thought? Because I didn't know he said that.
he's
You guys
big,
brought that
bro.
up.
He's
Yeah.
about my
He's
size,
a big
you
boy,
think?
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Because I mean, Logan's big, athletic. I'm actually excited for that fight. More excited for that fight than KSI Tommy for
That's
sure.
what he was saying too,
Yeah, but
right?
don't you think that that's all because of the shit talk and the marketing?
100% it's the shit talk.
I mean, he hasn't fought in what, 5 years?
yeah.
Like, isn't that crazy? The fact that, and it's just all because of the way he's selling it
Don't
and like tweeting.
It sucks too because I feel like Aljo and I haven't really talked like too much shit about each other. I think this fight's gonna do really well. I think it's gonna be a big fight, and it didn't have to go there. Would it be bigger if we were like at each other's throat like that? Maybe, maybe not. But I ain't getting pay per view this fight, so that's not a big deal. No,
Yeah.
I think it'll do well without that kind of shit talking. But I also think it has to be real. Like I think they genuinely don't really like each other
Oh yeah.
to where it's easy to. I don't genuinely hate Aljo, so I can't say. I can't just like build a fight just to build a fight. Like me and Cheeto, we got real beef. Like that fight's gonna be big. Ideally, I go out there, knock Aljo out. Cheeto pokes fucking Pedro in the eye, wins that. Me versus Cheeto December, fucking huge fight.
Yeah. I was just saying because it seems like, bro, like you have these less skilled guys, but they're so good on social media that more people are tuning in to see them fight than like some of these UFC fights.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Did any real numbers come out with the Jake Paul Nate Diaz thing? I saw some.
I saw 450,000.
That's what I saw
pay-per-view.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard with pay per views, you literally don't know. Anybody could kind of say a number, and that's
Yeah,
There's,
that's why I
there's
don't
not
believe
a
anything I see.
real actual number that's it's not a public stat. So I don't know how accurate they are, but I mean 450. I would have thought it did more. So usually I feel like they're way like it did 2 million. Usually it sounds like they're too much, but that one could be real if that or at least accurate.
Who do you think takes that fight, Logan or Danis, if it happens?
Boxing, Logan's gonna beat him up, dude. He just seems taller. He's in it. He's faster.
I don't know if he's in it.
Dillon Danis, it's like you see him sparring. You see clips of him hitting mitts. It's like God.
He said he's been training with Alex Pajeda, who is
One session.
well. He said, did he seem like he was training with him?
I don't know. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what he said.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to say. I don't know. I'm fucking tuning in. I tuned in Jake Nate. I was hyped for that. Like those fights get me excited.
Who do you want to see
I
win
agree.
in that?
Logan versus
No,
Dillon.
Nate versus Jake. Like who are you pulling for?
Oh, I like Jake. I feel like I want to see Jake win and keep going. I want to see this motherfucker keep fighting and build big fights like that. Nate didn't even lose though. It's crazy how he does that. He's just like he's still fucking Nate Diaz.
Literally though, in that fight, Jake's got a puncher's chance. Like 4-ounce gloves.
Oh, and MMA, you're saying?
MMA.
Were you saying MMA or were you talking?
No,
about
I was talking about boxing.
Oh,
Boxing.
And MMA,
But-
yeah, I think Nate chokes him out.
It just seems like when you watch that, Nate's just there to get that bag. Like he doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't affect his legacy at all, right?
It would have if he got knocked out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it affects his legacy, but it would have been made a big difference.
I think it would have.
Yeah, it would have been like
People would have said it wouldn't have, but I personally would have.
Jake looked good, dude. And to be able to deal with Nate's pressure, people don't see. Like if you've never boxed, you've never had someone kind of pressuring you like that. That is exhausting, and it's a whole nother level to deal with while punches thrown at you. So Jake actually was very impressive in that fight.
Yeah. What about Musk? Fucking what?
Suck.
Yeah, Musk Zuck.
I feel like that would just be
That's not gonna
gross,
happen.
bro. I feel like we
Why?
all want it to happen, but it would just be
I
like,
don't think
take your fucking clothes off and go fight fucking manager Drew in your
I did
underwear. It
that.
looked like that.
I bet you
guys were
Elon,
impressed. I thought.
Elon went through like a real training session and he's like, all right, I'm not near what
Yeah.
I thought I was.
Zuck's kind of been doing it a bit too,
Yeah.
right? Like he's been training jujitsu a lot and stuff. I don't know if Elon's
Elon's a
about it.
big motherfucker though.
He
bro.
is big.
He's big.
I saw George St. Pierre talking about it, how strong of a guy he is. He's like really fucking
Elon?
strong. Yeah.
Huh.
But he's not going to go out and say he's like weak too, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Like he's got to say
Yeah,
something
true.
good about him, but
Yeah, that was the only thing.
maybe
I could
his
think
hands
of.
were just brutal.
Just
Like
a
he had
great
no
handshake.
grappling at all, so he just had to be like, oh, well, he's strong. You know,
yeah,
he had
true.
to say something good.
What's been your biggest difference in this camp as compared to Jan?
just sparring. Like with Peter, it was mostly a kickboxing fight. Like in my head, like this is gonna be mostly a kickboxing fight. With Aljo, it's 100% not gonna be just a kickboxing fight. Like that's the biggest thing mentally, just knowing like he's gonna be he's shooting for his life in there, and that makes someone very dangerous. It's kill or be killed for both of us, which makes me even more dangerous. I'm gonna find his chin, and that's it. I gotta find his fucking chin multiple times.
What was the routine like? Like day in the.
That's been the same. Nothing's really changed. I feel like I've always had camps dialed in. I feel like I've always trained like a champion. Like my lifestyle
Mhm.
is world champion, and it's been world champion for a long time. Like it's train, recover, train. That's just our life, and it's enjoyable. It's not even. It's not exciting. It's not like you don't. It's not. It's kind of boring if you think about it. Like, but we find enjoyment in it.
Does like not fighting for 8 months, does that affect you at all in your head?
No. Like I said, I didn't even feel like it was 8 months, but I can perform anytime. I took 2 years off, came back, had a first round finish, no issue. Once I walk out, the lights are on, my feet are on the canvas, Dana's sitting right there, boys are in the corner. I'm gonna perform. It's not gonna be an issue of that.
Gamble's ripping Tusi bombers. In the
Oh
crowd.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Gamble's fucking storms the cage shirtless after. I want
Tits
you to put the
flailing.
belt around me. You tackle Dana.
Aljo said that if he wins, he's moving up to 145, or win or lose. Actually, I think he said.
Yeah,
But-
he's been saying that for a while. He's also been saying he's been dealing with a bunch of injuries for a while. So it's like it's hard to even take anything serious what he says, because he was saying how injured he was against the Henry fight, and then he did a 5-round war with Henry, and then accepted this fight. And he was saying he was going to move up. So it's hard to say. I think he likes the attention of that. He's a big bantamweight. Like for some reason, some people like that they weigh a lot and they have to cut a lot of weight, and they get that. That's his form of getting attention. Not necessarily his. He's not putting on the sickest performances, but he's a big bantamweight. That's his form of attention. So I think him saying that a lot, people talk about it. Like he goes out. The only fucking headlines you see of Aljo is he might be moving up to featherweight. It's wild.
I saw him say in an interview, I think yesterday, he said that like he doesn't think that you deserve the shot even. What do you say to that?
Well, I beat Peter, who was the number 1 ranked guy. I feel like that literally solidifies earning the shot. I'm the big. I mean, if it's a business, I'm the biggest name in the bantamweight division, and I beat the number 1 guy. Is that?
No, I would agree. I would agree. I think that
wild.
the division's like, is it not slowly even, but it's just getting more and more stacked now too, right?
Yeah, division's fucking.
Like it kind of
wild.
happened to what, like the last year, like
I feel like I made it poppin'.
yeah,
I kind of made it poppin'.
like Like you had that run in with Marab too, with the jacket and shit like that.
Yeah, the narrative that he stole my jacket, I fucking handed it to him. But
did he keep it?
No. He had to buy a replica because that was only another thing is weird. It's like these guys don't get attention for their fights. So when he got the whole jacket thing, he had to buy another one, a replica of my replica, and like he ran with that shit. That's the only time he ever got any views. But yeah, no, he didn't take it, or he didn't steal it. I got it still.
So if you win this fight, you said you wanted to fight in December. Who do you think that would be against?
I mean, ideally, Cheeto wins. Me versus Cheeto would be massive. I got a little call out I'm thinking about too. I'll wait and save that for the octagon. But there's a couple big fights. I know a couple guys are out injured. Some of the top guys. So we'll see. I got some names in my mind.
That's crazy. It's just crazy that like how long we've known you now, and like just the fact that you guys are fighting for the belt now. It's just like. I'm just proud of you guys. You guys been so fucking dialed. Like since the time I've known you, this is the most dialed I've seen you guys. Just like away, fucking locked in.
It's weird the things that have happened too, like him having a baby and stuff. Because we very easily could have took the Johnny Manziel route.
Oh, did you guys watch that shit?
Yeah.
Untold Johnny Football.
Yeah, of course.
That could have been me.
Well, we've had days with him in Arizona.
Oh yeah, we partied with him.
We lived that life for a couple
Bro,
nights.
that could have been me 100%. I'm lucky I didn't get. He got rich and famous too young.
Yeah.
See, I was slowly kind of built.
Yeah.
If I would have had that money, that fame like that at 20, 21, I would have been fucking.
You'd be fucked.
I'd be
right?
Shawnee MMA.
I know. I saw that ESPN guy Brett ask you like, "Yo, why don't you live downtown?" Like,
Oh
Scottsdale?"
God, like Brett,
You're like,
come on. That would not be good for me. I know that too. It's not like I know I'm very disciplined, and I like to think like, I could live downtown and fucking still. No way, not a fucking shot.
Well, even us. That's why we're in like Orange County, like an hour south instead of like LA or Miami, because like you could say you won't get tempted, but when you're in a city like that and it's right there at your fingertips, it's a lot harder to turn it down than people think, right?
Yeah, your environment. I mean, I live in Waddell now, Peoria, way out there in Arizona.
So did you move into a new house now?
I haven't officially moved in yet. We've been slowly moving stuff over. After the fight, we'll start moving in. Got a little farm, so I'm just trying to stay out there. Just kind of.
So is it even farther out now?
It's further out, but it's closer because of the highways. But it's the same distance from the gym, which is important. I don't want to be really more than 20, 25 minutes from the gym.
The only time we see chicks is at Target.
Yeah, dude. That's a huge thing. I don't even like being around sexy chicks that often. It just gets me distracted. But Target's a good spot if you need some eye candy.
Tugs or no tugs, or tugs done too?
I haven't had a tuggy in a long time.
Yeah, I've been stopping in for a massage here.
I was thinking of stopping in for a tug in Boston somewhere here.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Oz
Just get a quick little
God's been
massage.
horny for a tug.
Oh
too.
God.
Little milk table.
Boys struck out in New York hard, man. It wasn't
Really?
good. Yeah.
New York.
I'm on a dry streak somehow.
No way.
I swear.
Damn. How was that consist of? Like 2 weeks though, or a month?
No, not a month.
You're like 3 days.
Like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Every chick I just been get has been like, you kind of like, you get a little makeout kill and they want you to take them out on a date.
Oh,
No.
Facts.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been liking your pod though. You've been killing it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I wanted to have you on there, but you're like, I'm trying to you're in a rebrand.
You want me? Yeah, no, right? Though I say, hey, Steiny calls me. Well, let's do a pod Thursday. I'm like, I bet. What? It's like, hey, dude, I got so fucking drunk last night. I'm not gonna make it.
Oh yeah, you've
So I don't want to hear that.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
Sorry about that. That was
No,
bad.
it's okay. I didn't even put it in my schedule. I'm like, this
forgot about
motherfucker.
that.
Yeah, that
This
was
was last
huge-
week.
I know.
That was after the Brecky Hill episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Partied a little bit that night.
It's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do, champ. But yeah, no, you've been doing a good job on the pod. Been getting some sexies on there.
Yeah, Steiny's pod is dope. I like it.
Thank you.
I like the
funny. It's funny.
found the niche now.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And there's plenty of sleuths out there. Not that the girls you've had on are sluts. They all seem like very good young women, but there's plenty of them out there.
Yeah, exactly. But you're kind of out of the game, aren't you?
Yeah, well, when I'm in camp, I definitely am out of the game. Like, I'm not trying to fuck chicks out of the game. Unless we have a threesome, like, then it is. But me by myself, no. It's hard. We had a baby, her hormones changed. I'm getting more popular. She's not liking the idea of it. So I gotta figure out. I gotta just lie and cheat. No, I'm joking.
Just like everyone else.
Yeah, it's gotta be like everyone else. I'm like,
I mean, before you were more public about it. Like you were like, I'm in an open relationship. But now I just think, I mean,
no, I gotta.
you don't have to blast that shit on every pod now.
Yeah, no, 15 weeks of just straight up fucking dialed in. But after, it's like, I want to go fucking party with the boys. And I've always been honest with her as far as like, hey, this is what the boys do when we go out.
Yeah.
I'm going out to find a chick. And now that she knows that, because I've told her that so many times, I'm like, hey, I'm going out with the boys. And she instantly, like, she's like, you know, you're going to fuck a chick? I'm like, ideally, yeah. But so we got to, I mean, it's not
It's
like
a tough
that.
situation, right?
It is. And I love her and I want to be with her. So it's like, I don't want to hurt her feelings, but it's also like, I gotta be me. I can't not be me.
But
Yeah.
then at Zook at Resorts World, our girls went to try to find us more girls,
Yeah.
and they're like, it's way harder than we thought. Oh my god.
Yeah, sometimes I tell her, I'm like, we went out, I tried getting some, I couldn't. She's like, yeah, right. I'm like, I'm dead serious. And then we were at Resorts World in Vegas, and we're like, all right, you girls go out there, find us some chicks. And they went out there trying to, and they're like, they were all with their friends, blah blah. It's like, see, it's fucking tough.
Happy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's
How-
pretty dope.
How
that they
does
do that,
how do
though.
you like orchestrate that kind of relationship?
Takes years and years. We kind of started around the same time, talking to our girls, listening to podcasts, listening to other people that have been in open relationships. A lot changes when you have a baby, like the girls' hormones and there's a lot of stuff that changes in Danny. But I put her through some shit, but she's good. We love each other.
I don't think you can get to that kind of relationship in like 2 years, 3 years. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna take serious level of trust and love for them to be okay with it, and just trust that you're not looking for someone else.
Yeah, Tim got that shit down pretty well.
You guys have the same thing going,
Yeah, like what the fuck?
and we're all ski bros, aren't we?
I'm not. You guys are brothers.
Yeah, just us.
Oh, yeah,
That's
It's a
the
huge.
vibe,
That's a
though.
big bonding thing. That's the only reason I did
Yeah.
it.
Steiny joined, and then our filmer Sean Haney flew her out to OC for a romantic weekend. Yeah,
Hey,
So it's just
that's how we
like-
bond, baby.
The
Yeah.
brotherhood.
The brotherhood.
yeah, it's dope, right?
That's fucking funny, bro.
You guys like actively looking for a girlfriend or not really? Like,
I'm trying to have what you guys have, but straight up.
I'm not actively looking. Definitely not. No,
Mm.
I was locked up for a while, but now I'm just like, dude, it would take me a lot right now for the
Yeah.
next, I don't know, 2 years or something. Like, it's just such a big commitment,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Actively looking, I feel like, is that the way to do it, or is it like shit like this just kind of?
Oh,
When I met
definitely
Danny,
not.
it was just random as fuck. I was not actively looking. I was just trying to fuck, and then it turned into something. I wonder, but I've never
I
had
think,
to
yeah.
actively look. 'Cause
I
it
think if
happened
I
so
met
young.
a girl that I like, you just
You
fell in
know.
love with,
You're
you
like, oh,
can't
shit,
help it,
yeah.
right? But it's just like,
But that wop,
damn, it's such a big. It's like a whole nother job that you have to, rightfully so, right?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
for
like,
sure.
Girls expect a lot, and
especially
it's
like,
tough.
I mean, if they don't have a
Sucks,
passion of their own too, and especially your status, and would it be fun going out with the boys anymore if you got a girl locked? Like, would it even be fun?
I always say the best thing about being single is like not even like actually fucking. It's just like getting
Chase.
together with the boys at the pre.
Yeah.
Everyone's fired up. Like
yeah.
it's the act of knowing you're gonna go out and wheel.
I told
not
him-
even. It's just like all the
Exactly.
boys are single. You walk
I
in,
know.
like crush a few before you go out, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I went out with Danny.
Let's wheel
once.
tonight.
I went
Yeah.
out with Danny. I tried it again because every time we went out, I fuck up. I'm making out with some shit. It doesn't end well. So I'm like, I'm gonna try it again. It's been a long time. Danny come out, and I told Tim, hey, let's go out. I'm gonna bring Danny. He's like, I'll probably just stay home. He literally didn't come out because I brought Danny. That turned into a shit show too. But
Wait,
yeah,
why you left him hanging because he brought
No,
his girl?
I invited him. I'm like, hey, you want to come? He's like, I'm like, Danny's coming. He's like, I'm good because he knows like it's not the same with just the boys.
Yeah. What about, and then maybe if it gets to that point, you just pull the Adam 22.
Yeah, could always do that. Just watch your girl get fucking bent over. Is that what you like?
What?
that what you like?
That's what he's looking for.
Oh, that's
The
what you're
Adam
looking
22 with
for.
the Jason Love thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing, so he had to let his girl get smashed.
Oh, I see. What
That's
you're
not going to happen.
saying. No, I'm fucking top G. I got status.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got too much status to let that happen.
It's a tough thing, man.
What's your
How about
cardio
you?
like?
You gonna get locked up soon or no?
No.
No,
I would do it if it could be like an NBA situation where like on the road, anything's
You're
good.
fucking like Kev.
And then you
Kevin
come
Durant
back
or
and your
something.
family's back home. You know what I mean?
The
Yeah.
basketball lifestyle.
Yeah. Which I think.
I think you should be able to get
Steiny's creeping his way into a relationship though.
Are you?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Are
Just
you?
went to Europe to see a chick.
No way.
Yeah. What the fuck, bro? Easy
What do
with
you
that. I brought Gabe too, so it was like, okay, that makes it even
Damn.
weirder. Gabe didn't
Yeah,
wanna
that
come.
makes it a little gayer, but
No, but yeah, no. I just I've been talking to this chick. It's just I'm trying something different.
try to say, hey, baby girl. Like I got
She's
status.
It helps
she's a
you
cool
stay more
girl though. She's a
focused,
cool
bro.
girl.
Like then
Oh,
I'm
for
not out
sure.
partying every night.
I would not 100% not be in the position I'm in right now if I didn't meet Danny and had the focus and was like had a good partner to come home to. I would not be where I'm at. 100%.
A girl definitely holds you down, right?
Locks you the fuck down in a good way, and sometimes like, come on, baby, daddies need to fly.
Yeah. Like sometimes partying with the boys all the time is not
It's not the answer, dude.
It's balance. It's fucking
And then the next
balance.
day, it's
Balance
bad
for
for me
sure.
mentally. I don't know
It's
what you
so
go through.
fun to party with the boys, but those next days where you're low, it's like, fuck.
Tissues are pink. It's like, I can't do this anymore.
Oh god, it's tough. That's what you get though. What goes up must come down. You have that fucking crazy high, crazy fun, comes down to that little depressive anxiety state. That's why we like jujitsu and training so much, because we're never really super high, like, oh my god, that's the craziest night ever. But we also don't have those lows to where we're really ever depressed or anxious. We kind of just stay at a happy medium where we're training, eating good food, doing our cold plunge, our hot tub, doing our recovery stuff, like finding enjoyment in that. Just keeps us at a steady fucking level to where we're never really dealing with like, at least for me, never really like depressed or anxious.
How do you guys go about this week when it comes to like cutting weight? Like, is this like whatever's here like good enough to do that? And there's like,
We confirmed that they have a sauna and a hot tub here. If not, we would have just had to find somewhere, reach out somewhere else that had one. But yeah, as long as I have a hot tub or sauna, I'll make weight. But yeah, Emron, I know he was talking to the people here to make sure we can go in late at night and use it, because I don't want to cut weight at fucking 5 p.m. and then be like a couple pounds away all Thursday night and then wake up on Friday morning, because I won't sleep for shit if I cut that early. So the ideal, you want to be dehydrated as least amount of possible. So I'll cut the majority of the weight Thursday night, wake up, cut 3-4 more pounds Friday morning before weigh-ins.
damn.
Yeah, it sucks, but I'll probably do the last Friday morning in my bathtub.
Like, what'd you for breakfast this morning? Bland chicken? Or?
Yeah, it's some fucking 5 ounces of cold chicken. There ain't no fucking where to heat it up in this bitch. And then a couple blueberries for breakfast.
That's it.
Yeah, and then I've been drinking about 2 gallons of water Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wow.
Or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And I just been peeing like 15, 20 times a day. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I know. I don't understand how you guys do that, and then also
I have to
do
go-
all the media obligations
Oh,
that
yeah.
you got to do all week. Like, that's so fucked.
What do you do to find a balance and escape all this stuff during fight
like
week?
during fight week?
Yeah.
I'll watch, like, I've been, dude, fucking Survivor is my favorite show ever. I'm literally trying to watch every fucking season ever. So I like last night I threw on a couple episodes of Survivor, just chilled. Today woke up.
Jerry Springer.
I was watching some Jerry Springer on YouTube. That shit slaps. And then I got a bunch of media today. So I'm pretty busy, but when I'm not busy, I'm literally just chilling in my room. Like, we'll just be chilling, watching something on YouTube, or not a whole lot. I feel like fight weeks are very calming for me. I feel like more calming for me than, I don't think I'm a naturally calm person. But for fight week, I feel like very calm. Fight day, I feel very calm.
Sometimes though, like doing the interviews and they ask the exact same question, like 10 interviews
I
in a
know.
row.
Oh, yeah. So what have you been doing different this camp against Aljo? I'll get that question probably about 6-7 times today from I'll do a media for 10 minutes and then like a different Zoom for 10 minutes and different Zoom for 10 minutes. There's like 10-minute segments for like an hour, and they all ask pretty similar questions. And I'm like, oh,
If you had that button to just go click.
nothing. Just fucking.
What about your press conference chirps? Have you been practicing those?
Ah, dude, I had a good one for Cody Garbrandt.
I know you practice, or you have some in the bank.
I usually do, or at least to try to. My last press conference showing sucked. I didn't have a good one. I had 2 good things to say, but I've thought of them after. I'm like, fuck.
This
I
is
need to
with
be
Jan,
quicker than
right?
that. Yeah,
I know.
When
I
he
love
called
you.
him the hooker.
When
I
he
love
called
you,
me-
but he won the press conference.
100%. When he said I look like a hooker, I want to say like the lady boys you've been fucking over in Thailand. I thought of that after, but that would have slapped. I had another good one that I could have used, but this one would have been good with Cody Garbrandt. I was gonna say, well, I might just save it for next time. I'm gonna save it. I had a good one for Cody, but he just recently pulled out. He was supposed to fight my buddy Mario, who I train with, and yeah, Cody pulled out last minute, had some kind of injury.
Do you think Aljo's gonna be coming out talking a lot of shit? He takes some like light shots,
Yeah, he
not
definitely
like heavy
does.
shit talking, but
We're both kind of like talking shit, a little bit chirping here and there, but yeah, I'm sure he'll talk shit. I mean, he's a fucking bantamweight goat right now. He can talk all the shit he wants. I could talk shit too, but like I said, it's got to be genuine. I can't make shit up just to, you know what I mean? It's got to feel right. But I know Cheeto's gonna be up there. Pedro's gonna be up there.
damn, yeah, that's a lot of history there. Right?
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, Cody and Mario were supposed to be up there, so I don't know what they're gonna have, but I'm not feeling too confident in this press con. I don't got too many. I wish I had like some good one-liners.
Dude,
Usually
you
we
could-
have a couple good ones. Maybe I'll think of some shit. Got a couple days. If you guys think of anything funny,
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we'd love that.
I want to say fucked up shit, but I can't. Like I gotta limit it too. You know what I mean? Gotta.
Why don't you just fire those on socials?
What do you mean?
Like on Instagram or Twitter. Save that for that.
The
Like,
fucked up shit?
Yeah.
Oh, it's too fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's usually half his ideas. I'm like, it'd be a good one, but I can't. Not like that, but yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. The press conference Thursday is literally the like basically you don't drink water Thursday. Like you're really dehydrating yourself Thursday, and your calories are very limited. So having a press conference that day is tough. Your brain's you're not fucking solid. You're not you're not the smartest you are usually. And so we'll see. I might have something.
What do you think about what's going on with McGregor right now? Do you think that he's like, is he actually going to fight again, or is like, do you think him and Chandler will still happen?
He recently said he wants Chandler in December. I don't know what these USADA shit. I don't know about all that, but I would love that. I mean, I'm trying to get on that card too. So Chandler McGregor December. I mean, I don't know who has to sign off on that. I don't know if it's like USADA saying no, you literally can't fight, or if it's like, all right, Chandler has to sign something. I don't know.
Does it become public knowledge when he like enters the pool again, or like could he already be in it? Like it would probably be like a huge story because he hasn't entered it again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because he said he needs 2 clean tests. They all fucking test him Thursday, Friday before the fight. Like, I don't know how that works. Yeah, I would assume it would be public knowledge if he re-entered. But
I love when he goes off on Twitter. You can tell he took a couple nose blowies.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
fucking
I know.
That
That's
shit's
probably
fire.
why he's not in the pool,
it's
right?
fire. Well,
He
Coke's
probably
fine.
passes the first one and then like,
nose blowies are fine. I think it's just the steroids that he's on aren't fine, or that he's.
Yeah, like, if you test positive for cocaine, they're not gonna
people
do
cheer.
nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people like that.
Did you see he like called out KSI
Mm-hmm.
in the ring?
I wonder if he was on. I didn't see the actual video yet.
He looked a bit.
Did he look a little
He
bit?
looked zapped. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see Saturday night playing out?
Mentally, you have to prepare for a fucking war. You have to prepare. This fight obviously is different than every other fight I've been in. It's 5-5s rather than 3-5s, 2 extra rounds, 10 extra minutes, basically a whole nother fight. I have to prepare mentally for 5-5s. But every single fight I go into, I can picture me stopping them in the first round. I've done it so many times throughout my career. It's how a lot of my fights play out. So it's hard not to think, okay, I know I could catch him. Like, I know I can drop him. I know I can land my fists on his chin. So it's hard for me not to predict or say that I finish him early, but also I have to be prepared to go 25 minutes.
Yeah. You always tout how good you sleep. Like you're the only guy I see that posts your sleep on your Instagram.
Yeah.
But I
sleep
envy you
pretty
for that.
good.
How do you sleep before the fight?
I never have an issue sleeping before the fight. I'm always pretty good at being able to, just fall asleep. I play meditation, kind of just follow my breath, end up falling asleep. Thursday night, the night before weigh-ins, that's the night you don't fucking really sleep. Your body's like feels like it's kind of dying. It's a weird feeling. But I also know Hauser's gonna have to cut more weight than me. He's gonna feel worse than I am, and just knowing that makes me feel better. I'm like, oh, if I already feel better knowing he's suffering worse because he weighs more. He's just a bigger guy. So that makes me feel better.
Have you guys heard if anyone like cool's coming to the fight or no?
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really. To be honest, I pay least amount of attention to my own fights and fight weeks, and like I don't watch any of the embeddeds or any of the countdowns or anything. I just kind of stay off all that. So I'm not sure.
You got a lot of
I fucking love the embeddeds.
Mm-hmm.
Get you fired up.
The
I
Monday
like
after,
them.
do you watch though?
Yeah, Monday usually after the fight. If I win, I go and watch everything. If I lose, I'm like, fuck this life.
yeah, but you got a lot of people that show you love, like Joey B.
Yeah, Joey B.
Do you have any other guys that like hit you up like that?
Jared Leto freaking loves you.
Yeah, Jared Leto. He loves me. That's cool.
You think that like if you win Saturday, that's probably your best time to get like a chick that you would not have a chance with, right?
I mean, that comes down to if Danny's okay with it, because Danny's gonna be here, obviously. And when I go through fight camps, like she's going through fight camp too. She's she's helping me do all my things. So that night's a big night for her too. So, but ideally, yeah. I mean, hopefully we could score some fucking strange. I would love that. I would celebrate like that, bruh.
We invited Corinna to the fight.
Yeah, no, I heard
She
about
coming?
She's
Looks like we
coming,
might have
yeah.
a little
She's staying
three-way
here, I think.
competition for that.
Really?
Yeah, us three might be competing for that.
Us three?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll bow out of that. I'm
Us
good.
4. Shit, fuck it. Let's
You
get
might
a
have a
spot.
redhead fetish.
You never know. Girls do. There is literally a couple girls that do. Fucking Steve, I missed. I feel
I
like I
know.
never get to see Steve. Every time it's like
He'll be here Saturday.
will I see him? That fucker we blacked out, lost 500,000. I want to see him. Every time in Vegas at the fights, I'm like, hell yeah, I got to see Steve. It's been a while. No fucking Steve.
He just goes so hard so early.
I respect it.
He's like a big dig, like evening guzzer, and then
I
midnight
respect
he's
it.
just dead, right? Dead
Yeah.
in bed.
Yeah, I haven't seen that fucker in a minute.
What do you think after this win? How does your career change? And like becoming a champ, what does that come with, like business wise and responsibility wise? How do you see your life changing?
You know, I just get back to the gym, get back to work. Once you're champ, you have I have a target on me anyway. Look at my fucking hair. People want to beat me up. They want to fight me. I'm the biggest name in the division. I have a target on me regardless. If I'm champ, when I'm champ, I'm going to have, it's back to the gym for me. Business wise, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of cool opportunities that present themselves. But again, I just have to stay disciplined, stay dialed in.
Are you going to braids on the fight?
Yeah. I'll do the fucking
What makes you
afro.
decide that's what you're going with?
I do braids every fight. I'll do fro, press conference, braids fight. I hate when my fucking hair's in my eyes, dude. Drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone was complimenting you at what fight was that? Vegas?
I don't know.
Everyone was saying you're looking sexy. With you're like.
I was looking good that night. I had a good fit.
I heard
looking,
like 3 compliments from 3
Oh,
different
Jack
birds.
Harlow. He was
Yeah.
performing. He's like, oh my God. Like a couple people asked me if I was Jack, and I was like, yeah. So,
How long does it take from like start to finish?
for my hair? I did about 4.5, 5 hours Saturday just to go blonde, and then the coloring process is actually not as bad. That took about 2.5, 3 hours. Boys, I got to rip a piss bad. You guys keep chatting.
Go.
What's your week like?
This week the work's done, bro. Just focus on keeping him like good vibes around him, keep his mindset sharp and just confident.
How do you do that?
Just be around and tell him, just remind him what he already knows, how fast he is, how accurate he is, how people get anxiety when they fight him on the feet because they're not sure what way he's moving. He literally can knock people out with all 4 limbs, and there's not many people, especially at bantamweight, that can knock people out with all 4 limbs. So literally just try to focus on what we can control.
How different do you think your guys' dynamic is than a lot of these other fighters and coaches? Because you guys are like fucking best friends.
Yeah.
Like
Train together.
everything
Yeah.
together.
Talk together,
Probably
get
quite a bit
tuggies.
different because, I mean, he's not very good with like authority. People that are trying to boss him around and tell him, you need to do this, you need to do this. He's a smart kid too, so he likes to decide what's best for himself. So I try to sometimes coach him without him even know he's being coached. But growing up together, knowing what he's thinking in certain scenarios, knowing his tricks and stuff for 10 years, and his trust in me when I'm in the corner is a pretty big thing for sure.
You guys never scrap, do you? On a
I mean, and
disagreement?
we
What if you
roll
disagree on
stuff.
something?
We disagree on shit all the time, but then we just try to find common ground. Yeah.
We disagree on shit?
How's your guys' pod going? The Timbo show.
Timbo Sugar Show, babe. We do it once a week. Stay consistent. Sometimes we just kind of don't. Sometimes I say the same shit twice or 3, 4, 5 times. Carry it on, but
It's not really our main goal. We just show up and just shoot the shit. So it's like we've been doing it for damn near 4 years now, every single Sunday.
200 and how many 47 episodes, some shit like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, sometimes, like I said, our lives aren't like super exciting. So if there's not like a lot popping in the news or like UFC's got a bunch of shit going on, we don't really have much to talk about because we literally train, 7, 8, 9 times a week, and then like we won't go out anywhere. So sometimes it's kind of boring, but if there's something popping in the news, it'll be good. It's usually pretty good, but it stays consistent. We've had a very, very consistent like little rise, especially with the fights coming up. It always kind of bumps up a few thousand, stays consistent, bumps up. So, but like we started it mainly to keep ourselves accountable. Like, let's just stay on this good path. Let's preach, hydration, staying hydrated, sleeping good. Basically, we're just trying to teach people the shit that we learned that kind of made us feel happy, not anxious. Because anxiety and depression is such a huge thing in this fucking world, especially for people around our age,
A
younger.
lot of people are
And I swear it's not that fucking tricky. Like, a lot of people think it's their brain or it's their life or it's just your lifestyle. Like 99% of people that bitch about that shit is like, it can be fixed. And it's not going to be fixed overnight. It's not going to be like, I fucking slept decent last night. I hydrated and I ate good. And I still feel like this. This shit like that takes, do that for a week. Do that for 2 weeks. Do that. Make it your life. You're going to feel a lot better.
Yeah.
That's kind of why we started the podcast, because we started learning about that stuff and improving our health. And we talk about it. We get back to it every once in a while on our podcast. We probably need to get back to it more because I think a lot of people benefit from it. But for the most part now, we just kind of bullshit about fights coming up and stuff.
So you're saying you don't really deal with anxiety or depression ever?
No, not ever, dude. I 100%. The worst it is after a binge, like after a hard
my
binge,
God.
Of course,
like fucking like not sleeping and like staying out all night will make
Dude.
me feel not the best.
It hits us all now too, right? Now that
Yeah.
we're older and shit too, like
You just got to be smart. I mean, you got to make sure you hydrate really good. You got to make sure the next day you're like, okay, today's a recovery day. Today I'm going to eat good. I mean, after you have a hell of a night, you just want to eat like shit. Your body's just craving fucking pancakes and French
yeah.
toast. And you eat that and you make you feel worse. So you just got to know, like, all right, if tonight's the night, tomorrow's recovery day. Like let's get feeling good.
no, yeah, it is crazy. The post benders are just like
I can't do them anymore, bro.
I know, I can't even.
I feel like you've been saying that for like 4 years.
They say it every pod.
You literally say
Dude.
that every time I talk to you. I'm done, dude. I'm done. Rebranding.
I am though. Straight up, bro. I'm in the gym every day.
I don't
fucking
think you've been
focused.
on like a bender.
You've been in
No.
the gym. Your face looks a little slimmer. You look like you're slimming up.
I know you guys immediately compliment him and didn't say anything to me.
I think it's
So I look the
did,
same
but-
or what?
No, you look a little bit slimmer.
We're going to the gym every day, bro. Dieting.
Are you lifting
drinking
or
much.
doing a little
The
cardio?
last 2 days, did you?
He's drinking a habit, not
Both.
drinking much.
Yeah, no
The
lifting.
happy
and
dads are
cardio.
too good though. They're I mean, you can just
The
sip
grapes
'em,
too
they're-
fire,
I
bro.
I've actually never had grape after the fight. That's what I'm craving, a little grape. But yeah, they just go down too easy. They're just hard. I mean,
What
look
what
at
does
you
your
sitting on-
cardio look like?
like for training?
Like
or what?
when you're running and shit. How far are you running and all that?
Bro, I've been doing these stairs. Holy fuck, bro. These stairs up like 15 minutes from my house. They're called Victory Stairs. Straight up this fucking mountain. How many steps? 340. 340 steps. And it's like my fastest time up it was like 2 minutes. Like trying to sprint. It's kind of hard to say sprint because it's so fucking inclined. But we're doing those. Those fuck you up bad. Assault bike, the Airdyne. That's like probably one of my main ones. And then just
Like steady or like
it's both. I've sat on it for 45 minutes to an hour at a pretty high heart rate, not maxed out heart rate, but like pretty high. I'll sit on that bitch for 45 minutes, 60 minutes sometimes.
damn.
Yeah,
Tough.
yeah, and then hitting mitts hard as fuck. Obviously, sparring, grappling is fucking exhausting. So mixing in cardio with what we do, fighting, and then doing it on the outside, like sprints and shit like that.
It's so dope. I just like mentally I love working out now too. Like I think that's the only thing that really like keeps me
Yeah.
alive.
You gotta
Like,
find
everything we're
enjoyment in
doing.
it, because if you don't like going to the gym, you're not gonna keep going to the gym. Like very few people can be like the cold plunge for us. Like I fucking hate getting in the cold plunge, but I do it. But if you hate going to the gym for an hour, the chance of you actually doing it are very rare. So you gotta find something that you can do that's hard, that's a workout. Even if it's like playing basketball with the homies, a little 3-on-3 or something, like that's exhausting. That's a good workout. And it's fun. Like doing something you enjoy doing. Or if you can like get on a treadmill and just force yourself. Because every time you suffer and go through something like that, your day is so much better. Your next meal is so much better.
The anxiety leaves.
Anxiety's not there. Yeah, I mean, you're too tired to be anxious.
I'm trying to do more shit now where it's just like I'm trying to just do content around it so it just keeps me more
There you go.
accountable. I think on the Nelk 2 channel we're gonna do upload a different workout video every week, like with someone different.
Probably be good.
So
So
we
a
should
lot of
come-
these guys watching
We
are
should
probably
come do one with you guys.
100%. A lot of
yeah.
people watching probably fucking want to get to the gym. They're just not. So if you guys posting videos like doing it,
And then
probably
if we're not
inspire
making
people.
gains each week, like
They can
it just
make fun
looks
of you
bad.
and
Yeah, I
roast you.
told everyone just fucking like roast me seriously. Like it's like having a bunch of friends that are just like keeping you accountable too in a
Yeah,
way.
for sure.
But no, I want to come out and work out with you boys.
100%.
That'd be so dope.
Yeah. What else you guys got on the rest of the week? It's Tuesday. I mean, we still got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday's the fight.
We're
Obviously,
just doing a bunch of visiting a bunch of liquor stores.
nice.
I think we're gonna go to like Rhode Island,
Hell
just
yeah.
all around. I think we'll do some shit with Dana.
Dope.
Do some meetups and shit.
Dope. You guys going to the weigh-ins, the press conference?
Oh yeah,
and
for
shit?
sure.
Fuck
Press
yeah.
conference weigh in.
You said Steve
We'll be
gets here
there.
Saturday?
Yeah, right. Saturday. Yeah.
Fucking Steve.
So we'll
feel
just be chilling here. Just wanted to fucking be here for the fight week energy, man.
Yeah, you feeling it? I mean, like for me,
I'm fired up.
I
yeah.
know when there's a big fight coming out, I can feel it, and then I know when there's pay-per-views, and I'm like, I'll watch, but it's not like a big fight. But I can't gauge this one because it's me. I feel like all my fights are, and they never feel like they're huge, but they're big fights because obviously it's me. But this one feels big. Feel like a big one.
Yeah, it feels big to me.
I wish. I mean, the card didn't play out too great. Like it's not like a fucking stacked card. It was a lot better. Cody and Mario on there obviously isn't gonna be. Mario's still on there, but Cody was. Everyone wants to see him get knocked out again. There was Cheeto was supposed to fight Henry on this card. Rob Font was supposed to fight Song Yudong. So there was a lot of changes that happened to this card, to where it's the whole card isn't as stacked, but it's still a decent card.
Yeah, well, I think it's gonna hype up throughout the week too, for sure.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
How do you guys know like when a new app comes out, like to start grinding on it early?
Like
Why?
the Threads
Talking
one or
about,
some
or,
shit.
or say Snapchat or anything.
I'm not really like a huge like get on the app right away.
Uh-huh.
Like the Threads one, even like I didn't give a shit about it. Like
Yeah.
I think John like hit us up and said like get this, so I downloaded it.
Same.
I don't know. Like there's not too many new apps that really come out, right?
Mhm.
I feel like if a new app comes out, you don't necessarily have to be the first. You
No,
just have
you
to
don't.
wait till it pops off and then be better than everyone else.
Yeah, I agree.
Or
I
just
don't
your
think you gotta.
audience will, come over to there. But Snapchat's fire. I see you guys be posting a lot on
Yeah,
Snapchat.
that's one we're taking more seriously now
I
too.
fucking post more on Snapchat.
You post a lot on
than-
that too, right?
Bro, I fucking it's basically like watching a daily vlog of my day.
And it's pretty
fucking
cool, right?
dope.
Like, do you
Yeah.
watch a lot of other people's shit
Yeah,
on there?
I watch your not a lot. I watch your guys's probably.
Couple chicks.
No, I try not to. I don't.
You don't like looking at it.
Not right now. Not at this point.
Yeah,
Like I get
well,
too.
that's smart.
I start barking at my phone and shit.
I just see
crazy.
the thumbnails and I'm just like,
I don't.
Like, I
no, I
just
watch
can't
your guys.
not.
You guys do a good job. Who runs yours? Mostly.
I've done it. Judd does it.
Nice. You guys
Nick
bounce
Gabe
around.
helps out. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah,
no.
Snap, it's crazy how that app kind of fell off and then now it's just back
Wh-
and like
yeah.
people are racking out on that.
Yeah.
Lot,
Whoever runs their marketing or whatever, who decided to say, all right, let's start paying creators to do stories like that, fucking needs a raise because those motherfuckers brought that app back.
I wonder if like Twitter, Elon taking it over, if that one's gonna start taking over.
I already
With
did,
a brain
right?
like his.
videos and shit.
I think it's doing a lot better. I mean, I love putting shit out on Twitter too because it's like, yeah, it is dope now how it's like even that podcast, like, we can put stuff up like there on that and then there'll be some stuff that we like just put on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like even that
Twitter's
little
also not
skit. Remember
censored.
that skit we did with
Yeah.
like we just did a little skit about Lena the Plug or Jason, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
And like that got like 10 million on Twitter.
Jesus.
Just because we could put the porn.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of, it makes it's dope how it's like a different
Uncensored's
platform.
fire.
Yeah.
But does Twitter has to be at least a minute to monetize, right? Or no? The
There's
videos?
some program with that I heard about. That's where you make the real money. That's on TikTok too.
I heard TikTok. I know I've been trying to do the creative beta. I talked to someone at TikTok and it's supposed to be set up, but I can't find it. Or
Yeah,
it's not there
TikTok's
yet.
obviously.
wonder-
Everyone thought TikTok would flop too, right? But that's obviously here to stay now too, unless YouTube lobbies against them.
I wonder what would change if Elon owned YouTube.
Fuck, that'd be beautiful.
Damn. Don't you tweet that.
That would
Someone
be-
buy it. So you won't buy it, pussy. You probably buy it.
That
Oh,
would
really,
be
bitch?
lit.
No,
But Google
don't do
owns that shit. They're not.
Oh,
They're not selling
They're
that.
not selling that shit.
Yeah, it's so crazy how YouTube just owns that kind of market for right now.
But I will say, even YouTube, I think they've kind of looked at like, it's like everything's kind of going in reverse now. Like even what happened with like the Bud Light thing, or like I think because YouTube was way more on our ass before, and now they're kind of some shit will put up, and I'm like, there's no way this is gonna stay up, and they don't. Nothing happens. Like Donald Trump Jr. like talking about trans people and shit, or like even we did that trans prank on our buddy Laurent.
Yeah.
I
saw
feel like
that
they
one.
would have deleted that shit like a year ago, but now it's kind of just like
I noticed
I feel
when-
like they're about their money and they know if they go too liberal, they're gonna really start losing people too.
I wonder if it's one dude sitting there deciding, or like a group of them
One
on
dude.
big
It's probably an
shows like
algorithm.
I
yours.
think it's a group of people, probably.
It's probably an
on big
algorithm that
shows.
pops up with certain words and they review it. But I mean, every time we talk about trans on our pod, it's fucking age restricted.
Is it?
I don't know how it gets brought up every pod.
What, trans?
Such a hot topic now.
It's a hot topic for you guys or what?
It just gets brought up or something like that. I don't know how. Tim's into that shit, and it's like,
fucking Stein.
it is what it
shit.
is.
No,
That's
I'm
not
not into
shit.
that.
No, he's rebranding. What did you see? You're rebrand. You're in the gym. What else are you gonna fucking do for rebrand? You're just gonna start posting workout content, or
No, I don't know. I just was saying that shit, honestly, trying to impress you guys. But
no? Honestly, I was impressed.
I'm on the same shit.
After the Pedro fight, we went on
Well,
like
because
a
that's the 4th of
3-day
July one,
bender.
right?
Yeah, 4th of
Fuck,
July.
we took the jet to Phoenix and partied that night.
You know, we were in the club for 12 hours.
Oh, because it was 4th of July, so we were there early.
Like we were in the
2 p.m.
club
to 2 a.m.
for
Yeah,
two-
I wasn't ready to go home either.
at one time. Like we didn't leave.
Yeah. I
We were
wasn't
at
ready.
Bottle Blonde for 12 hours straight. I don't know how. Like that's how fucked up. That's how fucked up we were, bro. Like
That was
I don't
probably
even know
what-
how that's possible.
Tim didn't come out that night. You didn't come out that night.
I think because we just got back from
That was
Vegas.
smart.
Yeah.
We already did 2 nights, I think.
Well, we did Saturday night.
Then you had a pool party the next day.
Yeah,
that you
Sunday.
had to host.
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
stayed for that.
Damn, but that was probably one of the most legendary nights. The first time we ever went to Miami, I
You
don't
guys
think,
went with Steve.
what I
yeah,
bet you.
it wasn't with you were Steve's assistant at the time. You were running around like a motherfucker,
Yeah,
doing
working
a lot
hard.
of shit. Yeah, you were.
Working hard. That's crazy, bro.
Plotting your escape back then, right?
Nah, no escape.
No, you were fucking doing a good job. But I remember that weekend was crazy. That was Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, and that was all. That was the first time in Miami, coming off a huge win.
That weekend, we thought you guys did that literally every weekend, like crazy weekends like that.
Yeah, met
Pretty
6'9". Steve gave me a fucking chain and a watch. I was like, holy shit, I don't fucking know where I'm at right now. I was fucking on cloud 400. And his penthouse in Miami, that suite, that was sick.
That was a fucking great weekend, bro.
That was.
One of the best weekends of my life, honestly.
Yeah, that shit was fucking Bradley and Six racing. Then Six gave Steve that McLaren.
Yeah.
That shit was
Crazy,
a
bro.
wild.
Bradley
fucking
got a Cuban
weekend.
out of it.
Yep.
I got a Richard, gave it back. Being a good guy.
Yeah, you are a good fucking dude, man. Rebranding.
Do you try and get in like Sterling's head? Like, is that any part of your game, or how do you try and do that?
I mean, I think some of the things I say could mess with him, but
Have you ever noticed that in the ring? Like, yo, I'm in this fucking guy's head right now. Like, he's not the same fighter.
I think when I'm in the moment, like in the cage when we come out and I'm moving in front of people. I think I'm a little bit faster than people think, and then when I hit them, it's not what they think. It's not what they expect when they're in there. That's what I would say. I feel like.
Why do you think it is that so many of these guys underestimate you?
I think you can watch it on TV, you can see it happen, but when it's in front of you, it's just different. It's a different speed. It's just different when it's you than watching. Yeah.
It's probably because you just like have such a good brand and personality that sometimes people
100%.
tend to focus on that, obviously, over like your skill. You know what I mean? That's why like it's technically underrated, but
Sure.
it's like your skill and the way you fight definitely obviously speaks for itself. But all the like a lot of fighters give you the credit, right? It's more like fans that say like,
Yeah, a little. I think it's a little bit of both. Definitely, dude. Like my fucking hair, when we're pulling up in a fucking complete pink outfit on the way here. Like that definitely, for some reason, is like can't be that good. He can't be that dangerous. Like look at him. So I think that definitely plays a role in it. But I think too, like the big. This will probably be Aljo's biggest fight. This is way bigger than Aljo versus Henry or Aljo versus anybody. So this is a big moment for Aljo. I'm not saying he won't show up, but I've seen him not show up. I've seen Aljo versus Peter 1. Aljo didn't show up. If that Aljo shows up, I will knock him out 100%. Like Aljo has to show up 100% Saturday night.
it feels like fucking sugar time to me, man.
Yeah. for
Feels
real.
like it,
I
right?
feel it. I feel it.
Ooh, I
baby.
feel it too. I feel
We're
like
here,
it's
we're
just
fucking vibing.
Does it
meant to
ever
be.
Boys have dialed.
Does it ever
Put
hit
in the
you where,
work.
where you're like,
That's it, baby.
where you feel like, yo, I'm bringing in like this whole audience, like, yo, I'm who they want to see type vibe?
Oh yeah, I feel like that every fight. I feel like that pretty much every fight. And I have a great relationship with UFC. I'm getting paid. I'm happy with what I'm getting paid this fight. Obviously, I'm like, hell yeah, I would like pay-per-view. But I understand how it works. I understand I go out there, knock Aljo out. I'll defend. I'll get pay-per-view. And who knows? I mean, there's people that Connor doesn't necessarily defend a belt. That's when you're supposed to get pay-per-view. And he's getting pay-per-view for his fights. I do believe I will make it to that point. So I'm not tripping out about it right now. I'm not like, come on, like it's not like the end of the world. I'm all right. I'm getting paid very good. I'm happy with what I'm getting paid. Brand deals are massive right now. So like it doesn't really bug me that he's getting the pay-per-view.
Mm.
He said he'll give me 10% anyway.
Fuck yeah.
I actually was impressed. I was actually very impressed with Bryce Hall. Dude he fought was 3-0 in bare knuckle. Supposedly, I don't know. That's what I heard. Is that, I don't know if it's
Yeah, I
confirmed.
think it was like 2-0 or something.
2-0, 3-0, whatever. But I thought he looked good. I mean, bare knuckle is not a sport I would really ever compete in. If shit hit the fan, I was like broke and they're like, hey, I'll give you $1 million. I'm like, fuck, all right. But I'm not fucking fighting bare
Yeah,
knuckle.
that was pretty ballsy of him, right?
It
For
was.
sure.
He seems a little crazy like that. And you got to be to fucking want to
And
fight.
that guy looked kind of fucked in the head too. The other guy.
Yeah. So I'd be curious. I'd watch his next fight, bare knuckle. I mean, he looked better than I thought he was going to. I was like, I didn't really have any expectations, but yeah, I thought he looked good.
Who do you think you would ever fight? Or you said Tank Davis?
Yes, sir.
You
Neither's
think that-
Tank's happening. That's happening. Just like I said that I'll be fighting for the world title. I'll be world champ. I've been saying that for 5-6 years. People are like, shut up. That's fucking stupid. You're blah, blah. Me versus Tank will happen. I'm pretty confident in that. Pretty positive. You know, a lot of things have to work out for both of us to kind of get there. And but that fight will happen. It'll be a massive fight. And I do, but you know, I believe I could win that fight too. I know how crazy that sounds. I mean, I get it. I have that belief in myself that got me here. So it's not that crazy to think that I believe that I could beat him. That fight will happen.
Imagine us pulling up to that T-Mobile, Gervonta for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can picture it already happening. I can picture it already. It'll happen if he fucking stays out of jail, right?
It's a big bag.
I wonder who's gonna be the first like MMA side guy to like beat the boxer. That hasn't happened yet, right?
No,
Someone's got to do that
Mm-hmm.
because that would be lit.
you're damn right. You're damn right. But there's a bunch of boxing options. I mean, especially.
Is there though, like
Well,
Floyd, Gervonta, Ryan?
I feel like Floyd's a realistic one. He's been fighting a lot of people. Floyd, Gervonta, Ryan Garcia obviously wouldn't be as big. He lost to Gervonta. So yeah, there's really only two. Floyd would be sweet. That'd be wild. But none of that happens if I don't go out there and knock Aljamain Sterling out. That's what it comes down to. I can't get those big fights and not be champ in the UFC. I have to be champ first, 100%.
So if you win and they give you the belt, like you get to like keep that shit until like the next. Like is that how it works?
They used to
like
give
the
you
Stanley Cup or some shit. Where,
They give you So Aljo, all the title defenses he has, it's that belt. But they used to give you a new belt every title defense, which I thought was fucking dope, way cooler. But now you see the little rubies on the belt. They just add a ruby each time you defend. So it's you keep the belt and they just add a ruby. Probably a lot cheaper for them than giving you a new belt every time.
yeah, I guess if you win, that belt might see some shit, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Things not making it through the TSA check.
Gamble's
Yeah.
no shirt.
They're
with the
bringing
belt
that thing
on,
to
it's gonna be
secondary
sick.
probably.
Damn. Yeah. Gambles with no shirt. That'd be
Gambles
fire.
gets a hold of that.
I'll let
Might
you
lose
fuck
that
with it.
thing,
I'll let you
bro.
fuck with it.
All right, well, I'm fucking pumped, boys.
Let's go,
I think
baby.
this is your guys' time. I think you guys are putting in the work.
Time to shine,
You
baby.
guys did all the hard shit, right?
All the hard shit's
I'm
done.
fired up.
Weight cuts probably one of the harder parts, but we'll fucking get it done. We always do. What is it? 4 days? Wednesday,
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's go.
4 sleeps.
4 sleeps.
Crazy.
How important is it to you to have guys like us cheering for you outside the ring?
Honestly though, yeah, having you guys' support is fucking awesome. It's huge. Like obviously you guys have a massive platform too, but it's like I feel like we're boys. It's like having the boys there. I have a couple of my buddies from Arizona flying down, so it's dope to have the boys supporting. You guys obviously haven't watched from like the beginning, but when you guys did see me, like you've supported every single fight since. And that was before I was even ranked, so that's fucking dope. But yeah, it's cool having you guys. It's cool that you guys are gonna be at every fight too. Like
Yeah, bro.
even when I'm on a 7-fight losing streak on the prelims, like the boys will be there.
Fuck yeah. We love you, bro. For
What
real.
did Johnny say? Win or lose, we booze.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right,
go.
boys, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Bang.